Shout out to Caressa for sending me the story, and this is going to be a DNU Straggtales mashup. Now, this one's going to be very interesting because these two right here are not a couple. Now, a lot of the times when I do a Straggtales DNU mashup, it's usually a couple, or maybe they're friends of some sort. But this one right here is a historical one on my channel because this is probably the first ever Straggtales DNU mashup where they are siblings. Now, you can tell by looking at the picture, you can see that they look just alike. At first I thought they were twins, but they're just 5 years apart in age. But on the left you have a guy by the name of Michael Murray, and on the right is his sister Karen Murphy. He's 40 and she's 45, and basically both of them have been charged with first-degree murder in the death of their disabled mother. Now, I don't know what they did or why they did it, but the fact that their mother was disabled and they murdered her says a lot about their character. A grand jury indicted Michael Murray and Karen Murphy of Johnson City in connection with the death of their mother, Sheila Jean Murray. A sister and brother from Tennessee are behind bars after being charged in connection with the 2019 death of their disabled mother. On Thursday, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation announced that a Washington County grand jury had indicted Michael Murray and Karen Murray on charges of first-degree murder. In August 2019, First Judicial District Attorney General Ken Baldwin asked the TBI to investigate allegations of abuse and neglect involving Sheila Jean Murray, age 68, after she was hospitalized. She later died, the TBI says in a statement. After Sheila Murray's death, TBI special agents and investigators from the Johnson City Police Department and Adult Protective Services began looking into the case. During the course of the investigation, authorities determined that Michael Murray and Karen Murphy, the victim's children, were responsible for the abuse and neglect that resulted in her death, the TBI in a statement said. The exact nature of the alleged abuse has not been released. After the Washington County grand jury returned indictments charging both Michael Murray and Karen Murphy with first-degree murder, the Washington County Sheriff's Office arrested them and booked them into the Washington County Jail on a $250,000 bond each. They should have not received a bond, but the fact that they got charged with first-degree murder means that even if they don't release the details behind what motivated them to do this or the abuse leading up to her murder, those are some hefty charges. Those are like life in prison or death penalty charges. They have not yet entered pleas, and it is unclear if they have retained attorneys who can speak on their behalf. So it's kind of an incomplete story because we don't know to the extent of the abuse of what they did. We don't even know why they did what they did. I don't know, maybe they were trying to collect insurance money. They said their mother was disabled, so she was most likely getting some kind of a check from the state for disability. And they were probably trying to get her money. That's usually a lot of times what it comes to when it comes to situations such as these. Either way, both of these two right here are trash. And to think that they were both pushed out of the same womb by a woman who later met her in by her own children. Not saying it would be not as bad if it had happened by a complete stranger or someone not related to her, but it's really, really horrible that her two children, both of them, I don't know if they have any other siblings, but it's horrible that both of her children that she gave birth to and raised would do this to their own mother. And like I said, it was probably for money. Like I said, she was disabled, so she was probably getting a disability check, and they probably wanted her money. But I can't really jump to conclusions like that. That's just an assumption because they haven't really released any details of why or what motivated them to do it. All we know is that both of them were involved with her murder and they're both behind bars, and they both deserve any type of punishment that is as harsh as they can get it to come their way. I don't know what the capital punishment laws is like in Tennessee or if they even have them. But if they do, they gonna be right on that chopping block with them first-degree murder charges. They either gonna get the death penalty if Tennessee has it, or they're getting life in prison without parole. That's as far as it's gonna go for them. I don't see them getting any lesser charges because they definitely had to premeditate this. This wasn't just something they decided to do one day just to do. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. If you have not done so already, make sure that you text the number that is pinned down in the comments below so you can receive notifications every time I upload a new video or go live.